Welcome to my new video, and I want to tell you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch more of my video. You are going to really enjoy what I talk about. It just requires patience and persistence. Today I want to talk about one of the most important area. We want to talk about the novel aspects of today. Even I myself have written some novels which are more of a personality novel, I will call it a motivational novels that deals with more of experiences and where you could learn from it. But I want to talk about the people who started novel in the country Nigeria, the people who were the father of novel, the people who wrote stories, who wrote either friction and non-friction stories, and it has gone worldwide. People have read it, people have admired them, and people have embraced them to be one of the best writers ever in the country we find ourselves. I want to talk about the father of novel, the person who started to, the set of people, one of the set of people who started to bring the idea of writing things and selling it to people for people to read and enjoy. This is the area I want to talk about today. Now, let us talk about the person who is named Ògbójú Ode, who is named Olorunfẹmi Fágúnwà. Olorunfẹmi Fágúnwà. So let us know the name of this man. The name is Olorunfẹmi Fágúnwà. Let us know the novel he wrote. Let us know more about him. The name of the novel is Ògbójú Ode nínú Igbó Irúnmọlẹ. Ògbójú Ode nínú Igbó Irúnmọlẹ. Whereas the meaning of it is the brave hunter in the forest of 400 deities. So he's a brave hunter in 400 deities. So now, it is a Yoruba novel. Let us agree with this. It was written in Yoruba because when he wrote this novel, we don't we don't know anything called English. Nobody understands English because during that time we were just a person who is ruled by the king of the country. No, we are in a world whereby we're being ruled by a king. Anything the king says is the final. So everybody speaks Yoruba and everybody uses the dialects and the culture we have to decide whatever decision he or she wants to take within his life. So now let us talk about more about this book that he published. Now it's published by the Church Missionary Society Bookshop in Lagos. Church Bookshop Missionary Society Bookshop in Lagos. So it was in the year, now it was released in the year what? In the year 1938. Can you see now? 1938 was before the independence of Nigeria. So 1938 was very early before those time. So that was when it was being done, and he was born in 1903. So he was born very early, 1903, and he died on the 7th on December 1963. 7th of December 1963. This man did not live long, but let us say a lot. These people watch the video, you are going to learn something. You are going to learn something about this man's death. I'm going to say a lot, and which was a very emotional death. Let us learn how this father of novel writing in this country left us very early. So, but let's continue. The name of his father is Joshua Akíntúndé Fágúnwà. The name of his mother is Rachel Òṣunyọmí Fágúnwà, and he has three sisters. And he was a Christian. I think I believe he's going to be a person that is from the Anglican Church. So I think he should be in the Anglican Church because that was where his burial was done. So the name of his school is St. Luke's School around Òkè-Igbó from 1916 to 1924. Can you see, before the independence of Nigeria, school was still running. There were education during before the independence of the country. So 1916 to 1924, he went to St. Luke. That would be a Christian school. So people were being educated that time. People were learning that time. People were reading that time. It's just that it hasn't gotten to a position whereby it was really rampant. So now let us talk about more about it. In 1925, he taught in the school too. That's St. Luke. After graduating, after some time, he later came back to teach in that school. He became a teacher in that school for some time. So now let us talk about his higher school. From 1926 to 1929, he went to St.Andrew College in Oyo in order to train as a teacher. So now that was where he trained as he trained in St. Andrew. From where he trained in St.Andrew, I think that was when he now went to be a teacher in St. Luke. So he was married in 1937 to Chief Elizabeth Adebanke Fágúnwà. Adebanke, wow. I've never heard these names before. And I respect the family of this family. I really respect you guys. It's a pleasure to speak about this man today. So now, she was born in 1932. She died in 2018. So his grandfather is a Ifa priest. Now, to people who don't understand Ifa priest is a local. I think I'll call it a local person to the Yoruba people. Is a local. I will call it a local prophet. I'll call him a local, yes, a local priest, a local. You know, we have the priest in the church. Now we have the priest in the dialect, in the culture. So those ones are the ones who says what is wrong with you. Then they tell you the solution of it, how it is going to be done, things like that. So I think that is what we call the Ifa priest during that time. So when there's problem, those are the people the Yoruba people go and meet. That we have this problem, what is going on? Then he reacts. They call it the local computer at that time. It was the local computer. There's a way they shall do that thing. They will shall do it. Then the answer will come out. Then they will tell them the solution of what is going to be done in that situation. And whereas when they do everything comes normal. I think it's something that we can't see, but they understand what they are referring to. So from 1930 to 1939, Fágúnwà served as head teacher of the nursery section at St. Andrew practicing school in Oyo in 1940. Between 1946 and 1948, Fágúnwà was based in Britain on a British Council scholarship. So you now know Fágúnwà is a very intelligent man. He's not a dormant. He's very intelligent. He has these techniques. He has this large brain that he can use to learn to people. He can use to be innovative and write thousands of things. So this intelligence made him collect scholarship to British. So now let us know more about him now. Fágúnwà, he returned to Britain, then opened to pursue a degree, then returned to Nigeria in 1955 to take up a position as the education officer. So he held the position until 1959. So his death. Now this is where I want to talk about more specifically about his death. I will not want to say his death was one kind of a unexpected death. There are some things that happen sometimes and people will just be like, oh, is that how he died? So let's say how he died. He died on the 7th of December 1963. How did he die? 3 years after the independence. How? On a business trip, but on a business trip to it was on a business trip, he gets to River Uya with his driver and he entered for Q Ponton. So when he was going, now, they got to River Uya. I think there was a issue with the transport, queue, something like hold up, something like that. So he had to be moving small. So he now decided that let me go out of my car and go to the riverside. Let me stand on the riverside for some time. Sometimes I even do it. Sometimes I sit down on a place that is more of quiet and I start to meditate. I start to experience the things that has been done in my life. I start to think about things that are my life, how my life has been damaged, things that have damaged me, things that have repaired me, things that have hurt me. Then I start to become more humble. I bring back my sense. I think that's what I want to do. You just take a walk to the riverside, but he slipped under his foot. So he rolled and fell. He turned to what? To a canoe. But that canoe turned around. Now understand, he went to the river trying to meditate, to check how the world is. This world is a very beautiful world. We have these things. Then by the time he got there, he slipped, fell on a canoe. You know what a canoe is? If you don't know what a canoe is, you know what is always on that riverside. Those pako thing that those fishermen used to carry like this. They'll be shifting like shim that they'll be using to be fishing. That thing that they used to sit down on. Those are the canoe. So he fell on it, but that canoe now turned around. So by the time he turned around, he fell into the river. So his burial was done in St. Luke in Anglican Church. That's why I say I think it's an Anglican Is a Anglican. He went to the Anglican church, and I felt very emotional with this death. This death was one of the most emotional one I've heard. He never expected he's gonna die. He never knew he was gonna die. He was just trying to take a walk to a place to see how beautiful a place is, and that was how it ended. And it was very emotional. He could have gotten some award before he had died, but he never got any honor. He never got anything. The only people who had is us, who are trying to bring out the reason why this man just left us early. But we thank God he has written what he has written. You can check out his book. It has been translated to English by our one of our greatest literature person, Wale Soyinka. So let us talk about the novel now. The novel is Ògbójú nínú Irúnmọlẹ, as I said earlier. And his novels, he has written Igbo Odumale, he writes Ìrẹ̀kẹ́ Oníbùdó, he writes Ìrẹ̀kẹ́ nínú Igbó Èjìbàjẹ́, he wrote Àdìtú Olódùmarè. And let's talk about church missionary and mission society. A British, I'll have to read this one. A British mission society working with Christians around the world. That is the Church Mission Society. Now, this is the Church Mission Society that he published that book. It is a British Mission Society working with Christians around the world, founded in 1799. It has also attracted more than 9,000 people to serve as mission partners in its 200-year anniversary. So more people are still coming in to work in this mission, this Church Mission Society. Now it was translated in English by, as I said earlier, by Wale Soyinka. So let us say just a little bit about this man, because I don't want to get myself into trouble. So I want to say a little bit about Wale Soyinka. He's born on the 13th of July, 1934. His occupation is a poet, he's a playwright, and he's an author. So he writes playwright, he writes poet, and he's an author. And he has won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986. That's after the independence. I don't think there's anyone again who has won the Literature Nobel Prize again, but he won the Literature Nobel Prize in 1986, and he became a Benson Medal from the Royal Society of Literature in 1990. He became the Academy of Achievement Golden Plate Award in 2009. This man is a glorious man. And Anisfield Wolf Book Award Life Achievement in 2012. Europe Theatre Prize Special Prize in 2017 on these novels is writing. Wow. So let's talk about the plot now. The characters of this man, this man that I spoke about, Fágúnwà. Now he has his character as an author, Akara Ogun. That's Olorigbo, that's Lords of the Forests, King of, yes, Lords of the Forest. Agbako, that's a 16-edged monster. Agbako is a 16-edged monster. Ìrànlọ́wọ́, that's help meet. Ìrànlọ́wọ́, that's the spirit of God, that's help meet. Ìwàpèdé, that's Akara Ogun, love from the city of faith. Ìjàmbá, that's peril, that's a giant man. Aroni, one-legged gum mind. Kurumbete, that's an angel who rebelled against God and was cast from heaven. An angel who rebelled against God and was cast from heaven. Kurubebe. Tembelekun, a gum mind with 4 eyes. Oh, 4 eyes, 6 arms, and 2 horns. Tembelekun, so a gum mind with 4 eyes, 6 arms, and 2 horns. These things are scary. Eru. That one, I know that one. Fear. That Eru is fear. That's a strange creature with 4 heads of different animals. Those are the characters he used when he was writing the book. Ostrich, the king of the city bed. Woriorun, that's lurantic of heaven. And that's a terrible creature that has been sent by God to live in the city of birds. So those are the characters. Those are the characters he used in the book. Understand? In the book, the characters he used in the book that I'm talking about. So Keke Okun, the brother of Olorunfẹmi, who is turned towards the dawn of heaven by beautiful singing and never sing again. Egbin, a disgusting stinking who loves Otto, the younger brother of Amanda Okun, away from him. Irabeje, my God, the wise man Mount Lambodo. So the wise man of Mount Lango. So those are the characters he used in the book. It was translated to English by our person Wole Soyinka. I think I will get the link to you guys to read the book, the English version. If you don't know how to read Yoruba, you can buy the English version, read the English version, and learn from the father. Just read and hear the entertainment, the father of the novel that we know of today in Nigeria. Let us talk about it. Let us read this book and learn a little bit about the story he brought us over there. And I hope God will continue to bless you, and we will continue to stay safe. We will continue to protect, and we will continue to see grace of being protected wherever the place we find ourselves. Nobody know when we are going to die. I also don't know when I'm going to die. I never know. It might be coming sooner. It might be coming earlier. I don't know, and I don't mind, because I'm only doing what I know is more positive and is more of energetic to the world to hear about. And that is what this man has done. And his name is still being brought up. People are still reading these books. And that's why I say you can go to the store and get this book. I'll put the link under the description below so that you guys can get this book and read. I want to say thank you very much for watching this video. I want to say stay safe, and please, you continue to do what is positive. If you believe that anything you are doing is going to bring something out for you that could make you more successful, it is more better than you being recognized as someone who has done terrible things and you are more successful in life. And that is what the world is all about. You have to die, and you have to leave this world with people who are going to talk about you, and they're going to talk about you with full respect, and they're going to talk about you with something that is more positive, not talking about you with something that is not even worth it. And that is what we have to chase when we are in this world. And if you want to do it in the way world life, you make sure that you are doing it in a way people will understand. People will see you do it in a way that satisfies everyone. We are all in this world. We are all going to live one day, whether we like it or not. We are in the fun world. We are living our life in the fun. One day we're going to be tired of it. And when the time comes, we don't know what the time will come. It's going to be our time. I want to say thank you for watching this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I want to say stay safe, stay nice, and continue to stay happy. Thank you.